Good morning. How are you? I'm just trying to find that podcast for you that I've just remembered that I said I was going to do, and I can't find it. I'll have to find the, let me see if I can search for it. How are you this morning? What's going on? Can't see anybody coming in yet. That's unusual. So guess what we're going to talk about? Hey, Tab. Hey, Georgina. This money shame stuff, wow, as soon as I start talking about it, I get to see how deep-seated the problem is. Not only that, I see, it's with anything, I guess, when you start to have the conversation about it, you can see bits and pieces of it everywhere, yeah? So yesterday, let me just quickly see if I can do this. I'll search by Chrissy Swan because, anyway, I'll have to come back and share that podcast for you. Anyway, so yesterday I did a news story for Channel 9. And I've been doing a couple of stories for them again lately, which has been fun. Hey, everybody, look at all you there this morning. And it wasn't about money shame, but it's interesting that what the story was about reflected where some people might find what their money shame story is. So what I'm going to do what we've been doing is we've been having the conversation yesterday and the day before. Let's have the conversation again today and tomorrow and Friday, and just start to notice where we can see our shameful, embarrassed, humiliated kind of feelings when it comes to money. I've got some training set up on Tuesday. So Robin, good morning, you're there, aren't you? Hey, Rob, if you've got an opportunity to find that link to the training, I think it's either in the Rich Living Room group or on here. That would be great if you could share it. Hey, Colleen. Hey, nice to see you. So money shame. The story that I had to do yesterday for 9, it'll be on later this week, was... Hi, Michelle. Could you do a story for us comparing, why it's good to have home brand versus quality pantry staples? And, I go, oh, yeah, okay, that's easy. I can do that. Sure, come on over, clean out the pantry, clean my kitchen bench, make the house look good for TV. And as I'm going through the pantry and thinking about, okay, I wonder what questions they're going to ask, because it was an on-the-spot kind of thing, I started to think of how people have shame about that. Have people have these shameful feelings about having to buy home brand? And the shame is in the having to buy part. Or the shame could be in, I'm going to buy home brand, but I'm not going to tell anybody else because they're going to judge me. Shame, yeah? Fear of being judged, embarrassment, humiliation. So this is what I want to point out to you about shame, is it's not this one massive thing that you're going to find. Oh, there we go. There's my money shame. I'm done. I said this yesterday. It's not that. It's these little tiny things that pop up and you go, oh, I actually feel a bit embarrassed that I buy home brand stuff. When you flip that around, what if, and this is what I said in the story, the sugar from Coles is 75 cents. The home brand, or wherever it was, maybe it was Woolworths, the sugar was 75 cents. And this sugar with the brand on it was $3. Now, that to me has nothing to do with name. That to me is all about value. But for some people, that's where their shame lies. Okay, so we're not all going to have the same shame. But what you can do is you can help people by starting to talk about this kind of stuff, help them see that there is nothing to be ashamed about, and there's nothing to be embarrassed about, and there's nothing to be worried about. So my first business, when I came to work in this space of money, those of you who know this story, was called, are you ready? Secret Budget. Only changed the business name, I think last year or the year before, to Rich Living Revolution. Secret Budget was the name of my business because I was ashamed of never having enough money and always having to stick to this tight budget. And I wanted it to be a secret and I didn't want anybody to know about it. And that's actually the reason, the underlying reason with the personal budget organizer wallets. So for me, that whole story about the wallets, I don't know if anybody knows, but I created these personal budget organizer wallets, which would, like a lady's wallet, and inside was like a filing cabinet. You could file your money in behind it, and so you knew where you were with your spending, right? It was an awesome tool. It was fantastic. And people loved it who weren't ashamed of budgeting, right? But my shame created that because I didn't want people to see me going through my envelopes, having to penny pinch, having to move money from here to there. I didn't want people to see that, so I hid it inside this wallet. So our money shame is going to be different to other people's. But again, it's something that we need to talk about. And again, domestic violence, suicide, depression, all of these things need us to be talking about it. And, you know, domestic violence, suicide, depression, there's a common denominator in all of that. And you know what it is, it's money. So we need to be looking at how we look at money and how we feel about money and how we express ourselves with money and how upset it makes us or how happy it makes us. But we really need to be looking at this. This is kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of having an awakening around this week. I've always spoken about money shame, but when I can talk about how it is related to domestic violence, I know it's related to suicide, I know it's related to depression. I'm going, well, come on, people, let's start talking about it. Let's start helping each other. You know, I got some awesome messages from people yesterday saying, oh my God, thank you so much for your video yesterday. You've made me ask the question, what else is possible? Who can I ask for help? And I know a lot of people are asking me for help. I'm also suggesting to you, I'm happy to help. I'm also suggesting to you that if you're not ready for that yet, the Rich Living Room group is the group for you that will do that. This is the group that will support you and uplift you and guide you through whatever it is you need to start talking about. And, you know, for those of you that are sending personal messages to me, I love it. I really do. I'm so honored to get your messages. I really am. And there's people in there that I'm having a further chat with about it today. And they know this is coming, is that part of just talking to me is still that feeling of shame. Well, I can talk to her, I still don't have to talk to everybody. And that's one of the first steps, just talk to one person. And then you can talk to two, and then you can talk to three, and the shame starts to dissipate. You know, I did not tell everybody, hello, my name's Michelle, I'm $75,000 in debt, I don't know what the fuck to do. I didn't do it like that. I talked to Jonathan about it, and I went, oh my God, this is terrible, and then I talked to my sister about it, oh my God, this is terrible, and then I talked to my dad, oh my God, and then I started to, you know, Dad cringed through the whole thing, by the way, because he did not want to hear about money problems. Nobody talks about money problems. Oh, what's happening in politics? What's happening in football? He did not want to hear about it. So choose wisely the people that you are going to have this conversation with and start somewhere like the Rich Living Room group where you know it's going to be a safe place. You know, I have requested that everybody in there keeps everything confidential. We're not here to judge people. For fuck's sake. We've got so much work to do here on the planet to serve humanity. Judging people and having opinions about people, really? Are you going to waste your time on that? Why don't you look at within, see what it is that you can shift and change and expand within yourself so you can step forward and go and help someone else. You know, my dream, my intention for you guys is to hear this and hear me talking about this and then go and inspire awareness in someone else. I can't inspire awareness in, how many people are there? 7.9 billion people on the planet. I can't do that by myself. You guys need to do it too. You know, let's start really having a conversation about it. What are we doing over here? I'm just sorry. Oh, somebody said they still have one of my wallets. That's cool. That is so cool. That's awesome. I would love to see one of your wallets. I don't have one. I can send you some photos. Have I got one in here? No, I don't even think I kept one for history. Hey Karen, so awesome and good for your headspace. So it is our, you know, I start by being inspired by my mentor, my book, my oracle card, my whatever. And then that filters down to me, and then I filter down to you, and then you filter down, and we just keep going, all right? It's really important that we keep this conversation going. And I'm going to stick with money shame for this whole week, and then next Tuesday night we're going to do the training. So if you are still listening to me and you're going, oh, I kind of get it, I don't really get it, I wish I knew more, I know I'm feeling uncomfortable about her talking about this stuff, it's making me feel awkward, come to the training. I don't know if I've got anybody in here that has done that training. This is the training where we sit and I ask you questions that help you find your money story. And behind your money story is your shame. So we get to the end of that, and you can basically look and go, that's why I've made all these decisions my whole life, because of that. I'm going to change that now. Or keep it exactly the same, go back to doing whatever you were doing. I don't mind. I would really like you to step up, but you get to choose, okay? It's a really great free training. You don't have to pay. Robin has posted the link and pinned it. Thank you, Robin. So it's just a matter of turning up at 7 o'clock Queensland time, so 8 o'clock for for Sydney, Melbourne, an extra half an hour for Adelaide. Oh my God, you might have to look it up. Daylight savings really does my head in here in Australia. So Robin's saying, yes, she's done the training before. A few things were brought up for me. Cool. Yeah, no judgment here, ladies. Safe space for support. Totally. Awesome. Cool. All right. So before you go, Alchemy of Intention. So anybody that is in the Rich Living Academy with me, Alchemy of Intention starts in 2 days. I did do a little post about this yesterday. I think it was yesterday. That, you know, if you want to clean up anything from the intentions that you set under the new moon last cycle, it's time to complete that. So we're moving into these next few days with, you know, okay, what's happening is happening and I'm letting it go, ready for the clean slate on the 20th. The other thing I wanted to, and if you wanted to join that and join the Rich Living Academy, if Robin's still there, Robin might post a link up if I'm lucky. And that's $55 a month. What else do I need to tell you? Done the training, done the alchemy, and planner update. And also, Robin, if you wouldn't mind posting the link to the planner again. It was so awesome that the Kickstarter email went out yesterday morning and said, oh, this 2018 funding has been unsuccessful. And so then I, boom, bammed up the next link to go pre-order, and then all these people jumped on and pre-ordered over there. There's no stopping these people when it comes to this planner. I'm telling you, we'll find a way to bring this planner into existence one way or another. So if you haven't pre-ordered your planner, can you go do that? Because I'm only going to take the pre-orders for a certain number of time, or we're going to miss out on delivery. So we need to really keep the momentum going, get that all sorted. Awesome. So think about today, things that are coming across your path that are making you feel embarrassed, guilty, ashamed when it comes to money, and let's just keep this conversation going. Awesome. See you guys. Have a great day.